Welcome to virtual card class. I am so excited and so stoked to be doing this virtual class for you. Life happens and we get the luxury of being able to be with family and do some stuff and still be able to teach classes and have some fun with you ladies. I just realized as I'm looking at this that I did not turn my lights on, so I apologize. But now you should be able to see things a little bit clearer. And so I'm super excited. We are going to play with this Stampin' Thin Cut holiday banner. It was in the September-October book that just ended. Hopefully you got this in your stash. It has sold out, but I'm mainly focusing on poinsettias and banners. So this will work with any poinsettia you have in your collection. I just happen to like this one, and I loved the ideas that I am going to create with it for you guys. I'm also using the embossing folder, the one that has the poinsettias. If you came to my crop in October, you all got this as part of your little gifty. I'm using some markers, shimmer brush, some pattern paper, some foam tape. I've cut some little sprigs out in glitter and gold and silver glitter and gold and silver foil. This was one I had in an old stash. Let me see, it's right here. So it was in this Christmas Story card making. I just wanted something that was spriggy like that. And so that's what I grabbed that I could find, because my new evergreen card making has it also, and I didn't have that one yet when I created this card. So anyway, let's create and let's have some fun. So I'm going to stick everything over here off my table. Of course, foam tape. We all need foam tape. So, and then this is from the Home for Christmas. It's also part of the bulk that was available. So let's go and have some fun and create a card. So first off, you will need a piece of black cardstock. And this one measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so it's going to cover the front of my value pack. I'm going to set that aside. Then I took the bulk paper, but I'm actually using the green side. And as you can see, I have already trimmed this in gold. And I have done it, and I actually see where it didn't get gold in one little corner. These are our paint markers we've had. We've played with them before in the past. And that corner didn't quite get done the way I wanted it, so I just touching that up. But these are fun to have. Just remember, lay them on their side and prime them. You know, you need to prime them to get them going. But I just wanted that gold effect so that when I lay it on this card, it's going to pop. It's not going to wash into it. So I'm going to set that aside and let that gray dry a little bit. So I talked about creating the poinsettias. I learned an awesome cool trick, and I mean, honestly, I don't know why I didn't think about this before. We're so used to thin cutting each one separately, but when you're wanting to give some edges, or not edges, you want to give some, what is the right word? I don't know. Anyway, you want to have more stacking. That's the word. So instead of using foam tape, even though I'm going to use foam tape, I wanted to have more than just one cut of poinsettias. So you take your adhesive, and for the life of me, oh, it's right there on my tray. And you take whatever piece that you're going to, let me just grab one really quick. Should have had this prepped, sorry. So I just have 2 pieces here. And so I'm just going to cover this. Oh, of course, I ran out. With some adhesive. Grab the other one. And I'm just going to put these 2 together. So now when I'm ready to cut, I'm going to have, rather than just have a single, I'm going to have a dual ready to go. Hopefully that makes sense to you. To me, it was I was blown away. I was like, really? Oh, it's that easy? Oh my gosh, give me a break. I didn't think about it, but I thought it was a cool trick. So anyway, so I have done that with all my cutouts today because I wanted, I don't know, it's just a nice feeling, I guess, in your hands. But, and I'm just going to color the one poinsettia just so you get a feel of it. But, you know, we've done these before, so I'm just going to fold this in half. And it's mainly, I've already done all the prep work for this. I'm just mainly showing you in case you're new to alcohol markers. One thing I like to do is I like to start with a light. And this one's going to be really funky because I'm going to show you a couple ways of coloring. Alcohol markers will get a little bit lighter when they sit on your paper, and depending on what your cardstock is, this is hard to do, talk and color at the same time. It takes talent. But you get the gist, okay? So I am just, and for purposes of this, I am, oops, just showcasing a couple ways to color. Especially, you know, poinsettia is one of those things that there are all different kinds of poinsettias, especially color-wise. So you that really are into coloring probably have more techniques or more styles that you like because you do it more frequently. I do like these alcohol markers. I like the vibrancy of them. So there is one layer of light color, okay? So now I'm going to go and do the back petals with one layer of light. And you're wondering, well, why didn't you do that before? I just find it's easier for me for the poinsettias to make sure that I'm filling them in and drawing this line properly. That's just me, but maybe that isn't what works for you. But I just find that this is what works for me. And I do use intense black ink when I stamped my images. I just found that I like, it doesn't bleed when I get ready to color. And yes, I'm coloring all the middle even though it doesn't have it that way. So everything has a coat of light. Now I'm going to take these underneath ones and go back over with medium. And this is going to give me what I like to refer to as a variegated, poinsettia. Ooh, almost. You really don't want to talk and color and make a mistake. It's not a mistake. It's just, oh well, this would be all solid red then. And we'd start again. But you don't need to watch me color. So there you can really see the variegated. Now I'm going to come over the light again. I don't really have to go too much to the edges, but I really want the color to be a little bit more than the pink it is right now. So you kind of get the gist of this. And you get the understanding that this is fun. So you can really see the variation, and that's how easy it is to color. Now here's a little trick. As you can see, I got a little heavy-handed with going outside the line. You want to take a Jelly Roll pen, and I always like to wipe mine off. Use my fingers, that'll get on some paper today. And then just kind of lightly go over your little boo-boos. Like here's one where it's really, so I'm just gonna put some color on it, and no one's the wiser. Isn't that pretty cool? That's another cool trick. So that gives you the look of how to color your poinsettias. So for purposes ahead of time, I've already done the poinsettias, so let me double check. So so this one is a little bit darker because I did use the dark on this one and the medium versus light and medium, so you kind of can get that gist. And then I used green and did my leaves so, and again, I use the dull green. Yeah, the dull green, and use the light and dark. I did after I had covered it all in the light first. Then I came in and did a little bit of medium and then a little touch of dark, and then, oops, hello. Then I went ahead and filled in again with the light just to build that extra color so you can see that. And then I've already went ahead and stamped my Merry Christmas. I love this banner. I think it is so cool. And I'm going to use my brown gray blend and the lightest side. There is nothing wrong with the way that looks. Let me just bring that up so you can see. There's nothing wrong with that. But I just want to add just a smidge more dimension. And so I'm just going to lightly come in and just kind of outline. And it doesn't matter because remember, this will come in and soak into your paper a little bit. And this middle section, I am going to fill in. I like these two, this brown gray and the ice gray. I think they're nice little accent pieces. So this card, yes, has a few steps to it, but you know what? You could build a whole bunch of them and then just, you know, die cut all your poinsettias out, stamp them. You can color them, or you can color the next day. I mean, the sky's the limit as far as what you want to do and how you want to go about it. So let's now start building our first card here. And I am, for the purposes of class, and so not for you guys to have to watch all day, I am just going to create one card, probably. I think at this point, one card. You never know, that could change. But one card, and then I'll show you a couple examples. So I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive to my block first. And I'm going to attach that to my card. So just to press down and make sure even. And then just remember, when you put a gold edge, you don't want to mess too much with that gold edge. So we're just going to press this down. And so there, see, oh, there, good. There you can see is the top of my card. So see how that gold really warmed up this card and made it, gave it a little pizzazz, right? Gave it some oomph. So now let's take and let's kind of prep our card out to see how I want this to land. So I'm going to start with my larger image. So I know that's going to go down here. And I know I want, I think I want a poinsettia up there and maybe one here. And then, you know what? I just realized I am, yeah, that's okay. We're going to do this. Okay, so one here, one like this, and the sentiment is going to kind of go here in the middle, like that. Okay, so I think I am going to put my centers in first with my foam tape. And you can use any kind of foam tape. Just remember, when you're going to add things to them, you might want to be careful about not putting too much to the edge of your poinsettia so that you can tuck and make room for other pieces. And so I always try to do that. And then let's put a little bit on both of these. I have some bigger squares that I like to use on this size, because I want them to sit up so they're all the same height. And then this is pretty much going to, maybe I will do this. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to anchor this one down here. And then I'm going to want to build this out. Now, if you didn't want this much white showing around your thin cut, you could definitely trim them, make them closer. I kind of like the white, I don't know, maybe it just pops, but some people prefer it not to look so much like that. You could easily take a black alcohol marker and color all this in, and then it would just be, it would be stunning. It really would. Okay, so I think I only need a little piece in the middle. I'm gonna see if that's gonna work. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna, oh, I already anchored that one. And did I anchor that one? I did that too. Okay, I'm gonna play with this one. It won't be the first time if I have to pull something up. I'm just telling you. We've all been there, right? We've all done it. Do I want that straight on like that? I think I do. Do I want it to come down more? More like that? Ooh, maybe I like that better. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and here, now or never, right? Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's better. That's what I was fighting with it, the way it goes. Okay, so now let's see how we're gonna do this. Okay, I know I want, this is where you kind of have to, where did I put that? Okay, I like that. And let's see if I can get one more tucked. Ooh, yeah, liking that. And maybe one here. Kind of fills that spot in. I don't know if I can get one in between. Oh yeah, maybe more like that. Oh, I like that. Okay. And then maybe I'll do a dual down here. Okay, I'm kind of liking that. I'm gonna go ahead and put some tape on these and see where I put these. Try to remember where I put these so they'll go right down, back down. And just like that. That's always the big thing once you do it. You kind of have to do them in little batches so that you remember where they were. The nice thing about it is you have the repositionable, so you can always take a little spatula and get it back up. Okay, I like that. Okay, now we need to add some gold because this one's going to have some gold. And what's really cool about this is I like that I can come in here and kind of cut these apart and kind of play with them and see what I like. And this size seemed to work well because I like having this little smaller tip. So it just kind of tucks in and you don't have such a big sprig. That big one is a little too much for that. I think it's fine for the big one. But I'm gonna come in with some more. Oops, that's silver. Silver's not gonna work for this one. Ooh, do I like the gold? Ooh, maybe I like, now they cut that apart, maybe I want the gold. Okay, now I'm deciding which one do I like. Do I like? Oh, I kind of think I like these. Now that I cut that one, I like the gold glitter. And I've talked about this before. I'm going to use my Berry Art glue because I like this fine tip on it. And you don't need a lot on here, but just enough, and it will dry clear. So that's even better because I got carried away on that. So let's get and trim this up a little bit. Get another one going. Probably enough glue on that tip. Got carried away there. Because we already said we liked this format here. I do like that gold glitter. I'm liking that. That's really kind of pretty. Okay, so let's see what else damage I can do here. I think I want one coming up off of that just to draw your eye up a little bit more. It doesn't have to be really showy, but sometimes just a nice little tweak makes that work. And so here's another small one, which is what I'm looking for, because I think I want a small one coming down. Like that. And let's see, do I have some more cut? Oh, I do. That's a big one. That's okay. So let's see what we can do with this. I really think I need another one coming off up there. You guys are all telling me what to do, right? You guys are saying, go here, go there, go, right? That's what you should be doing. All right, oops, lay down. And like I said, the glue will dry clear. I already know, I already had one here too. I already know I need another big one. And I think I want it, it's kind of heavy right there. Do I want it coming off this way? Take my hand out of there, see if I like that. Yeah, I think I do. I'm getting carried away, but it's the holidays, of course. We need a little sparkle, but we need a little sparkle in our lives every day, right? It's not just about the holidays. And I know this is a big one, but I'm going to trim it up. Just see where I need it to be, because I think I want one more, just maybe. Yeah, maybe right there. So just like that, okay? But we're not done. We are not done by a long shot. We need to add some beautiful, fun little, these are, because I'm going with that gold theme, I'm gonna use some gold gems. And again, okay, where did it go? It jumped off here somewhere. I'll find it afterwards. Hopefully not stuck to the card somewhere. But just a nice little, and those are, I'm gonna look in my stash to see if I have any more gold. I pretty much used all the gold I had. And I am, unfortunately, out of gold, so I'm going to have to use the large ones, even though that's not really what I wanted to do, but that's okay. No one needs to know that it wasn't what you wanted. They'll just have a little bit bigger center than I would have liked. Pressing that down. Okay. I wonder, I'm going to try something. You guys are my guinea pigs, right? You're willing to see what I'll do. I'm going to try this because it should be all about the pretties, right? Got a bitty sparkle. Wow, that's going to be fun. Well, that one is not going to work. So I am just going to take my bitty sparkles and give this one a little bit more pop, and that'll help not have the other ones look so out of place. Does that make sense? Or am I just talking to talk? Now, the other thing you can do to this is take your gold shimmer brush, and as soon as I get all these sparkles on here, nice thing about biddies, they're easy. Get one more in there. So that kind of gave that one a little color. Kind of like that look. That's kind of cool. So you can see the card. Kind of pretty. Kind of like it. It's sparkly. Now, you could take your gold shimmer brush and do splatters. But I don't know that I want to do that. I don't know, maybe I do. Can't decide. What do you think? I know, you can't answer me. But I don't know. I kind of like it the way it is. I don't think I want to add. I think we'll be competing. Too much gold will be too much gold. But I think this turned out really pretty. I think it became a beautiful card. You definitely could even take clear shimmer if you wanted to add some more gold and glitz to it. I also went ahead and used I showed you the embossing folder, and did a slimline version. So you can see this one in a slimline version. And yes, our card is not a slimline in size-wise, but if you're careful, you can either do the fold in this, not the fold, but the kind of the separation where you've had to feed it through, or you can do it carefully in the middle. Just, you know, kind of play with this. I did use pine cardstock on this, and the silver then versus the gold. But I think it's really a striking card. This is a beautiful card. It has some dimension, but it's not too bad. I think the centerpiece will be the iffy piece. But you get the gist of that. And then just to really change your mind and blow your mind, I did one in our new color of the year, which is Journey. And honestly, this is stunning. I did take the embossing folder, trimmed it down, and then ran it with a silver pen. So you get that. But on this one, you can see I carefully painted the shimmer brush on it. And I did it, these little, if you had our subscriptions, you got these in the subscriptions for stamping and stuff. I use these to squirt my glitter brush on, just to give me a puddle. And then I try to get my brush pretty dry and then paint it around so I don't really have any big gloppy glops. If I have gloppy glops, I just take a dry brush and keep moving it around, wiping it off, moving it around. This is just an El Cheapo brush, but it's got a nice tight bristle on it. But that helps move that so you get that shimmer and shine. And now I'm really thinking that maybe, I don't know. We'll have to see what I decide. But anyway, those are the cards. I absolutely love the way these turned out. I think it's a nice way to get the kickstart to our virtual Christmas card class. Easy peasy to do. Don't forget, it just takes a little bit of die cutting. You have this on video so you can see what you need or what you want to play with. Have some fun. I would love to see what you did with these. I also think a pink one would be gorgeous, but that's just me. So anyway, so have some fun, do some creating, and share with us. Show us what you've done. I don't want to be the only one showcasing, even though I don't mind. You guys have some really unique things too. So anyway, welcome and thank you to day 1 of our virtual Christmas card class. Please let me know if there is something in particular that you have a question about. Also, if you are liking this video, please subscribe, share it with a friend. The more hits I get, the better it is for me. So it gets me out there a little bit more. Anyway, have a great one, everyone. Thank you for spending a few minutes of your time with me on our first virtual class. Bye now.